these are the types of games that you guys strive to play in, right? 5-0 versus 5-0. Everyone's calling this an early conference championship game. Just how does it feel to be playing in a game of this magnitude?
I mean, it's awesome. It's what we've been working for, you know, the whole off season and all that stuff. And I'm happy that Northside won last week, so that they're 5-0 too. So it's going to be awesome coming in both undefeated. Big game, you know.
Looking at that offense, obviously they got a lot of weapons. They've been putting up some points. How do you guys plan on slowing them down tomorrow?
I mean, for our D-line, we're going to be creating a wall, shutting them down on that so they can't scramble at all. And our defense played really strong against every team we played so far, you know. So that's our key component is staying in our gap and all that stuff.
How important is it to contain Jackson and keep him from running around?
That's one of our main goals, you know, and I think we can accomplish it.
How I guess battle tested you guys feel at this point? You look at the Lures game. You guys took down Penn. Do you guys feel like at this point not much is going to phase you?
Yeah, I mean, I really don't know what they could throw at us really, and even if they do throw something at us that we've never seen before, I think we could handle it fine.
What's been the approach in practice this week? Has there been an overall theme to what you guys are doing?
Not really any theme. I mean, just reminding ourselves every single day that this could be this is an SAC championship game, really. I mean, I know we still have Dwanger down the road and Wayne down the road, but this, obviously we have to win this game to win SAC.
Let's talk about the magnitude of tomorrow night's game. Are those the kinds of games that you guys just look forward to playing in every season?
Yeah, because we work so hard and we're ready for every big team that we go against.
Looking at Northside, that offense has been pretty prolific for them, putting up a lot of points. What's the plan for slowing them down tomorrow?
The key is just not letting CJ get outside of us and just to stop the run game, and we'll be all right.
What's been the key for you guys defensively this season? What are some of the things that have really been vital to your success?
Well, our run defense is very stout. We haven't let up very many rushing touchdowns, and our D-line is really great this year. We have a lot of people, and our depth at all our positions is very good also.
Everyone I talk to, the thing that they always say about the Snider defense is, boy, do those guys hit hard. You can always tell when you're watching a Snider game just from the sound of it. Is that something you guys take pride in?
Yeah, but we also run to the ball, unlike other teams do. We all run to the ball hard so we can get there and stop them.
Are you guys approaching this game? I mean, obviously you know what's at stake with this one, but has the approach been any different in practice, or are you guys just approaching it like any of the other games?
Yeah, we just approach it as any other game because we just treat it as it's regular, so we're ready for them.
Games like tomorrow night with that kind of magnitude and everyone knows what's at stake, just from a coaching standpoint, is it fun to just coach in those games?
Oh, most certainly. We told our guys at the beginning of the week, as coaches, we appreciate them putting us in this position to be able to experience a week like this. It's certainly enjoyable. Everybody's got a little more pep in their step, and things are exciting. So yeah, we're looking forward to it.
You guys certainly know what's at stake. You don't need me to repeat that, but has the approach been any different in practice this week given that?
No, our approach is the same every week, and certainly, the SAC isn't crowned after Friday night. There's certainly work to be done in either team's case and either result's case, but our focus is always, every week, Monday, identify what we did wrong on Friday and get to work on fixing those. Get better at fundamental techniques, things that we do by position, and things that we do as an offense and defense in the kicking game, and that makes things a routine, and that's what these guys are used to.
A Northside offense can put up some points. They've got some weapons. What's it going to take to slow them down?
Well, they're tremendously good, and C.J. Jackson is a tremendous player. Anthony Lanier is a tremendous player. Russell Collins is a tremendous player, and it seems like we've played against these guys for 5-6 times because of playing them 2 times a year in the playoffs, things like that. So they're special guys, and certainly our attention on defense is around those guys.
Whenever anyone talks about your defense this season, they talk about how quickly you guys swarm to the ball and how hard you hit. Is that something that this group takes pride in?
I think so. I think running to the ball is a characteristic of Snider defense since Coach Bush came here in the '60s, and it's something that we have to hang our hat on as being a forte. And the kids, get it drilled into them in practice, but I think they see how that translates to success on Friday night, and then they believe in it and kind of. Hang on that as their identity and something that they can identify as something with the defense.
The three-headed running attack has been so strong for you guys all season. How important is it to establish those guys early tomorrow night?
Well, you know, in our minds, it really doesn't matter which guy's back there. It's the offensive line that's got to create the holes, and certainly those three guys are talented and are able to see the holes and identify the cuts that they need to. But that has to happen up front. You know, tight ends and offensive line have to do a great job of identifying fronts and then executing the scheme and then doing a great job technically blocking some of their really talented fast guys on defense. And receivers downfield, you know, every great run starts with a receiver block downfield. So certainly the running backs have their job to do, but it's really an entire offense that has to execute in order for those things to happen.
You guys have already played in a couple of big games this season, the season opener with Lures, you had the big win over Penn. Do you feel like this team is about as mentally prepared for a game like this as you would hope?
Well, you know, we'd hope, but you know, they're high school kids and all kinds of things go on in their lives, and that's what we try to get them to experience, that what it means to have to concentrate over and over again, what it means to treat something serious and commit to something. And hopefully through our experiences this year, you know, they've come to understand the results of being committed and focused and having something on your mind consistently, and certainly that's our case, hope to be our case Friday night.